What's up, guys?
What up?
How are you?
Welcome to this is the Waiting for Death podcast.
Hell yeah. I like the name.
Yeah, it's a great name. It's a
I love death.
Yeah, no, death is definitely yeah.
It's sort of a thing, I think.
It's the only thing, actually.
It's the only thing that's guaranteed.
Yeah, and so it kind of is
in
the
life,
only thing because it's the only
in a way.
In a weird way, ready for this? I didn't even realize this, and now I'm just realizing now.
Yeah.
It literally is the only thing. Think about it, because everything else is like this made up thing out of the mind, right? You know,
it doesn't exist.
It doesn't, and then but
this
the only
physical reality doesn't exist.
Well, here's the thing. The only thing you know that exists is that you exist, right? That's the only thing you know that exists. So the only thing that you know might also exist is like non-existence, is death.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
so,
yeah, because you think about before you were born.
Yeah.
What do you remember?
Nothing.
Exactly. What are you gonna remember after you die?
Probably nothing.
But the thing is, I think somebody told me this, a comic actually, Andrew Chafee actually, he told me this one time. He was like, if you become nothing after you die, though, if you were nothing before you were born and you're nothing after you die, you become something after you die.
Yeah, no, I think
because you can go from nothing to something.
Yes,
and you go from something to nothing. What the fuck?
It kind of makes sense that it works like a machine.
It's a machine.
Energy can't be created or destroyed, so it kind of goes into this big bingo ball hopper.
Sort of, yeah. I mean, yeah, I think the vibrational frequencies of the people of the past are just carrying through now for us. Like the guys that create the Bible and shit, they made such strong waves with the vibes.
Totally.
And now people are fucking like going outside of churches like, yo, these gay guys. Or no, they're going outside of the funerals like, yo, God hates
so
homosexuals.
I think ritual is powerful.
Yeah.
Ritual is very powerful.
Exactly.
And what you're getting at is the idea of ritual.
And if everything's a vibration, like the stuff that people wrote back then created a vibrational frequency that could carry out throughout time. Like when things are on paper and they're published, like that's why creators and shit, like I feel like they are sort of more immortal than somebody who never made something. They're forgotten.
That's probably true.
The dude at the factory, he's forgotten forever.
That's
no one cares about that guy. Sorry.
It's very but here's the thing, though. I
guess the guy that drove that car.
I will say this, though. There's subtle ways to create, and Juan, follow me on this one. There's ways to throw your will into the future, and what I mean by that
How do you do that?
Well, let's say this. I'll give you an example.
Okay.
You come from a country where you don't have a lot of opportunity. And you immigrate to America and you take a shit job here, but you say, hey, one day my son will be a lawyer.
Yeah.
And that is like a real thing.
That's like my father. You're literally explaining my father right now.
You're coming from so far behind.
Yeah.
That you want the next generation. And here's the thing.
Yeah,
in a weird way, I'm almost regretting that I said it because now I realize I'm tapping into like, hey, you didn't become a lawyer.
Right. Yeah, exactly. See, that's what my dad is like. My dad's like, I came to this country. I started a business. I make good money. And now my son is a loser in New York.
Yeah. Well, okay. So your dad.
I'm basically homeless right now.
Juan, so if I can explain to you, your dad is what is a genius, and your dad made a bunch of money here.
Yeah.
And now you are reaping the benefits of like you. And here's the thing: is this happens? You see your dad.
Exactly. I am pretty privileged, honestly.
Here's the thing: you see that your dad doesn't have all the answers for all the money that he has. That's like a thing. That's like a real thing, right? For all the money that a person has, you go, okay, this guy doesn't have the answers, and then
exactly. He's really not happy. He's living a boring life, you know.
So that puts you into a weird loop where you're like, hey, I think money doesn't really exist because how can it? Because it didn't make this guy truly happy.
I realize, exactly. Yeah. Like that's not the only thing I want. Look, obviously, I would like to be rich. You should pay me. People should pay me to be funny.
Oh, of course,
that would be sick.
That would be the dream is to put yourself out there and have the validation come with the dollars.
But yeah, I don't really like care about money enough to just like throw away everything that I would do if money didn't exist, you know? Like if there was no money, yeah, I would just do stand up all the time. And I would just do work on jokes.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think the
But I have to have a job and shit, you know?
No, true, but I have a job too, but we all have jobs. But what I mean is I think you do go out all the time and do stand up. And so I think what you are key into is if you want anything, you just have to make the time for it. You do. You make the time for it. Yeah. You do stand up all the time. You make time for it.
I try. I haven't been doing
You probably do stand up, like 3-4 times a week?
No, yeah, exactly. But I haven't been doing it that much.
I do it every day, but you probably do it 3-4 times a week.
Exactly, but that's not that good. I need to do it fucking like, I was doing it twice a day at one point, and it's like, yeah, I should go back to that.
Twice a day? No, I do it once a day. But twice a day is fine too.
But like, if I could get on shows.
I think
anyways, this is getting very inside baseball.
I know, right? Yeah. Ideally, you do it once a day, and then you go to a show once a day.
Right.
But yeah. And then book a show that because you
book me on your show, guys.
Book us on.
If you're watching this show, yeah.
Jared Schwartz. Jared,
we're calling you out. Book us on your fucking show, dude.
Book us.
Anyway, dude, Jared, we're the last people Jared would book.
Are you kidding me? Actually, dude, I'm fucking hilarious. Jared needs to book me.
He needs us.
And excuse me.
Jared, you need us.
Speak for yourself on that, because I feel that I would throw down and fucking kill at Jared Schwartz's show.
I think so too.
And to me, I think the fact that you haven't booked me yet is quite insane, honestly. And I feel you should book me tomorrow.
Should we bleep his name? Or should we tag him in this?
Dude, I will tag him. I've done it before. Just don't. This is an actual ongoing thing with shit that I've done. So like literally,
we're calling
I'm not saying I'm the best comic ever, but I'm definitely better than other people you've booked. And
Jared
so I look at you.
Joe thinks he's better than you, Jared.
Dude, I'm not better than Jared. First off, I think Jared and his entire character with his white hair is fucking amazing. Yeah. The entire I live with my mom.
I like this joke on Instagram.
So I live with my mom and I'm comedian Eminem is hilarious as a character. And as long as Jared commits to that, which I feel he's doing, that's like 90% of his whole thing, basically.
Yeah. And, y'all trying to chill?
I feel like if he commits hard enough to autistic Eminem, he'll find his audience.
I hope so. But why are we talking about Jared Schwartz? What the hell?
It's a good character.
How did he become a topic?
Because he should. And he
should not be a topic. Jared Schwartz should not be a topic.
Excuse me. I actually respect this autistic Eminem character. This man. Dude, I think it's good. I legit think it's a good character. I legit feel like
I don't think it's a character.
Well, he does have that speech thing. But he's
like, yeah, y'all trying to chill? That's my
Juan. I gotta tell you something.
Not my impression of him is not that far off for me though.
I took speech therapy when I was a kid, so I think there's a little bit of.
You sound fine though. You talk fine.
Yeah, I beat it.
Yeah, no. You just sound like a stoner. You just sound high.
That is true. That is true. We do have.
I thought I sounded high, but this guy. God damn.
Have questions, and we're gonna move on to those because we.
Yes, enough with the fucking Schwartz talk. What the hell?
Well, you hit a spot.
I think I brought him up. I didn't say his name.
You brought a bit.
He's very easy to riff on.
So I have these questions.
Okay.
Here's the question. So the first question, do you believe in God? And if so, yes or no? And if yes, what is that and why? Do you believe? And if no, why not?
Okay. Yes, I do believe in God.
Okay.
And I believe in God basically because I've seen God firsthand on psychedelics. Okay. I've also seen the devil on psychedelics.
Okay.
I've been the devil on psychedelics.
Fair enough.
Yeah. That was a crazy thing. One time I was on acid. I was with like 5 people.
Yeah.
And we were all talking and I was very high.
Okay.
It's tripping balls. Everyone starts like talking they're all the things that they're saying are like going backwards. Okay. So it's like it's playing in. It sounds like an evil. You know the Beatles, like their evil ass songs. They're like backwards and shit, like Number 9.
No, I don't know this of the Beatles.
Yeah, like the Beatles.
I thought that was like
they have like satanic ass songs that are like
I thought it was the Rolling
all
Stones.
in reverse.
Not the Rolling Stones.
They're like in reverse.
And the Led Zeppelin, but I didn't know the Beatles. Okay.
It's like no, but they made tracks where like half of what they're saying is in reverse, and it just sounds like very, very weird. Fair but enough. Yeah, no. So, anyways.
Yeah.
So I think that kind of added into it. Maybe it might have been in my own head that I was like seeing the dope. So anyways, 5 people. We're all sitting there. We're all fucking talking. Somebody starts bringing up the devil or something for some reason. And then they start, someone says 666, all this weird shit. All of a sudden, I'm above the room. And I have like a marionette hand controlling everybody in the room.
This you're on acid or on?
I was on acid, like okay. 2 hits of acid. I'm like above the room, out of the body, like seeing.
Wait,
like,
you had an out of body experience,
yeah,
straight up.
Yeah, and I was seeing the fucking physical entity that was controlling all of us and making us say this fucking like demonic shit. And then I felt myself being that thing. And I came back into my body, and I knew that thing knew that I saw it, and it was going to keep track of that for the rest of my life, and it scared the shit out of me.
That's wild.
Yeah.
You actually had an out-of-body experience, straight up.
I've had 2 out-of-body experiences on acid.
Straight up, like you were staring at...
I've gone third-person mode in my life before, just fucking above my body, just...
Looking at yourself.
Yeah. The time before that was, the time before that was not Satan. That was God. That was fucking great. The time before that was so good because it was like I was dancing in a fucking big group of people at a music festival.
Yeah.
So in the moment that I just like went like my hands were up in the air. Like I was like, and I went through my hand up into like above the whole crowd and just like, was like this fucking energy above the crowd. I was just like in the field of energy above the crowd. And then I just came back in through the top, like my fingertips. And I felt like my consciousness re-enter my body. It was fucking crazy.
This is insane.
Yeah. Psychedelics are really a trip. Yeah.
I had a spiritual experience when I was a kid, but man, that's like,
yeah.
Wow.
No, I know I met a guy at a string cheese incident show one time that he lived an entire other life on mushrooms. He started, so he was this guy in this world.
Yeah.
He takes an ounce of mushrooms.
An ounce?
He eats an entire ounce of mushrooms.
Not an eighth, an ounce.
An ounce. And he's fucking high. He's high for like a month.
Okay.
He doesn't remember anything. When he's high, he lives an entire other life. Becomes rich in this life, dies alone in that life, and then when he's dying in that life, he comes back to his body in the hospital.
The fuck up.
Yeah, this is what a guy told me. I'm not saying this is true. This is the guy. I will say, the guy in the Grateful Dead show.
Okay. Can we be clear? As you're clarifying that you don't know whether or not this is true, I'm realizing that I might be like a character in a Mark Twain novel where I'm like, no way, there are ghosts out there in that field, and like a Steinbeck novel,
yeah,
like
exactly.
where it's like some.
My life is like Mark Twain. It's true.
Some hobo traveler.
Mark Twain was a deadhead, dude. For sure.
I want to read Mark Twain, Joan of Arc.
Oh yeah, dude. Mark Twain is sick. So yeah, anyways, I think God basically is not the devil, basically. I think Lucifer is like a weird thing that like wants you to like become like smart so you can control everything, and like I don't know, it's like weird fucking like manipulative shit. There's some using like intellect and like smartness to manipulate people.
I will say this. Is Lucifer is a.
It's like, but that's like more so like the god of light. Lucifer is like a thing of light. So light is like the knowledge and like all that shit. But I think with the knowledge, you should go towards God and the good stuff, which I would put more in the positive. So like if we have negative and positive, like God would be more on the positive, even though we need negative. So like say there's life and death, obviously, like dark and good. There's always going to be life and death, but at the end of the day, we still should shoot towards being alive and being good. Like while we're alive, like the thing that's trying to keep us alive is God.
Yeah.
And then the thing that
I always viewed Satan as the personification of hierarchies and Lucifer as the personification of luxury. And from what I understand, that is what it means. And I thought they were
the same thing, kind of.
Well, they're two different bad angels, but just like good angels have meanings to them, bad angels do too. So the idea is that Satan is the demon of hierarchies, and Lucifer is the demon of luxury. And this is what they tempt you with. They tempt you with power or luxury. Those are the two things. Now, what you're saying is about the light is that what drives people. That is capitalism, right? That's what drives people.
Exactly.
Is power and luxury. These are the two things that the tools. Some people just don't care about power. They want the luxury, and some people care about the power and not the luxury. And or some people, I guess, could be both. But either way, I feel there's definitely there's both are at play.
Definitely. See, and I think, that's totally true. But I think what God would be the thing that like pushes you towards just like family
letting go of
stuff.
That.
Yeah, exactly.
Letting go of that. And I guess I wouldn't necessarily. Here's the thing. I think family is a part of the Maya. I think family is a part of the hierarchy. I truly believe that. But I do think
just like the humanity, loving life and wanting life to strive and grow and stay alive. I think that the thing that's stopping us from killing ourselves right now is God. Like, because if everything was completely meaningless, why wouldn't we just kill ourselves? If we know that there's nothing after this and like that all of this is just leading up to nothing and like it's completely meaningless, why the fuck are we even doing this?
But why wouldn't you stay alive why wouldn't you stay alive all the more if you knew there was nothing coming after?
Because it's pointless.
But I would think you just experience heaven for just a second longer.
I guess so, yeah. Well, this is all we know. So, it's sort of like, it is scary. That's why that's also another reason why I believe in God. Because, this is all we know. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going to happen to me after that. So it's like, I'm going to bet on there being nothing? That's fucking retarded. I'd rather bet on God, the good thing, you know? Because then if it is true, I'm a millionaire in the afterworld.
I do believe that we can make this place heaven if we try.
Yeah, I think so too. And that's what God wants. God wants the world to fucking everyone, if we could just get along and just realize, we're just all people. We're all children of God. You know, if we all agree that God made all of us, then we would all get along. But see, then people go, my God's better than your God. Now I'm doing a George Carlin bit. Yeah, but see, he influenced me a lot on like what I think, and that's true. People are just like, my God's right. Fuck you. I'm gonna bomb you, and it's like you guys are both retarded. We're all just people. Why don't we all just realize, we don't all have the answers. We're all trying to find the answers. These guys might be looking for it in a different way, you know?
Yeah.
They just whatever. But when they start fucking, they start stoning people and shit in the streets, a little much.
I zoned out a little bit thinking about actually a family member of mine. But go on,
really?
What are you saying? Yeah.
Well, it's like I don't know. Yeah, well, it's like if we all just think that we all live, or like if we accept everybody for their own shit, that's cool. But then at the end of the day, if we accept everybody for what they're doing, there's people doing fucked up shit out there. You know, so you got to be like,
you got to be like,
at the same time, you do have to kind of be like, your God is wrong.
Yeah. So you do have to draw a line. You have to.
Which is nice about America, because we don't have to believe in. We don't all have to believe in one God. Like we can all just believe in whatever the fuck thing we want to believe in, which is nice.
But I think what's nice is that with a lot of stuff, there are other cultures who have been there before that culture, so the other culture can kind of, through art, really just be like, hey, this is the way you navigate this stuff.
Right.
You know? Like, things like women's liberation and stuff. You go, hey, this is the way you navigate this. We've been here before. You know what I mean? And so that's kind of cool that there are places where women need to be liberated more. And
you think that's cool?
I do think that's
that they're behind in some places.
I don't think it's
You're
cool.
like, yo, it's sick because they can be liberated.
Well, I think that
there's still places where they need to be liberated.
That's funny. I mean, nice. That's funny. I didn't mean it that way. I meant there's it's happening, and we're at the forefront of the influence, and I definitely think
we should influence them to
George
liberate
W.
the
Bush and
liberate those
and
bitches.
Obama and America in general has generally tried to do it through force, but I think through art is better, man.
Yeah, do it through the arts.
Yeah.
I took the mic out of the stand. We're good.
All right, cool. Now, next question. We kind of dived into this, so you might not want to elaborate on it.
Yeah, did I already talk about it?
No, well, the next question is, do you believe in the devil? And if yes, what is that?
See, you asked me about God. I talked about the devil first.
Whatever.
Basically, I told you my story about how I saw the devil. Friend of the devil is a friend of mine, Jerry Garcia. Hell yeah.
So here's the next question: is because we kind of brushed up on this, but not fully. What happens after you die?
Oh God, I don't know.
Okay.
I laughed into the mic a little. I'm sorry, guys. I laughed into the mic a little loud. I'm aware. But yeah, I don't know. I think I hope something.
Yeah, I do too. I hope I hope it's good.
Yeah, I hope it's. Yeah, I think. I'd say maybe it's like a reflection on what you did here, you know. So if you live a good life of good and you do good in your life, your afterlife should be pretty good.
That's fair.
But it's gonna be like if you're a little bad too, it'll be a little bad too. But I don't know.
So you definitely think it's a mirror of sorts.
Sort of, yeah, I think so. I think it would be if it does exist, it would be a mirror of your life in this plane, and that's sort of what I think they were trying to explain with heaven and hell and religion originally.
I've heard that before,
but I think there's there's more of like a nuance to it. Like after you die, if there is an afterworld, there's like a nuance to each person and like the way that they live their life, because each person has a different percentage. Probably of like things that they've sinned, every amount of times that they've sinned, I guess, or whatever.
Why do you feel that eternity is a mirror? That is a common theory. Why do you feel that way?
I just think it makes sense. It just makes sense logically to me that it's like a karma type thing. Although karma, I think, isn't necessarily. I think it's not the rule, or I guess it's more so the rule, but there is exceptions to it. But karma sort of does exist. Like if you're really shitty, like most serial killers get caught.
Yeah.
You know, so like if you're super shitty, you're going to end up fucking in a shitty situation. Like Epstein. But Epstein did have a pretty good life.
So you definitely
But he's the exception to the rule. I think he's the exception to the rule.
If the afterlife exists, there is a balance to it.
Yeah, sort of like there's a balance to this life, where like if you do something bad things will happen to you, more likely. If you're a negative, shitty person, you're going to attract negativity.
Yeah.
So if you're already that spirit and your spirit exists outside of your body, you're going to be vibrating in negative frequencies. So and that's sort of where I think that they come up with like the whole reincarnation thing, where it's like you reincarnate, like your vibrational frequency that you leave your body at is what you reincarnate as. So if you leave your body at a lower vibrational frequency, you might come back as a fucking animal.
Got it.
And if you're low enough, you'll just be the dirt. I don't know, maybe. But who knows? Yeah. But I kind of get that theory. But I think that kind of makes sense to me logically.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think
that's interesting.
I hope there's an afterlife, but I don't know. And that's something that I think everybody thinks that nobody really knows. I think, people think they know, and I think that kind of annoys me when people are like, I know that there's going to be nothing when I'm dead and that life is meaningless. It's like, I don't know, it's kind of grim. But when they're like, I know for sure I'm going to fucking be in the after, it's like, shut up, you know?
Yeah.
You don't know. Nobody knows. And like, you just got to admit that, you know? Sometimes you don't know.
Fair enough.
I guess.
Let's see.
This is fun, man. I like talking about this, dude. Yeah. You got me going.
Yeah, it's a good podcast.
For me to get going on this shit because I have thought about this stuff.
Yeah, no, it's stuff that comedians think about. I know the stuff that I think about this shit, so I know comedians think about this shit. That is why
this is fun. I like
the whole reason I started this podcast.
Hell yeah. I hope people like this.
And here's the thing: I ambush people with the questions because and here's the crazy part: I know these are questions that people are ready to answer because it's the shit we think about
so
day in and day out, right?
Dude, this is a sick idea for a podcast, dude. Death.
Yeah. So here's the next question. This is question number 4. 7 questions total. 7 questions total. Have you ever experienced the miraculous or the supernatural? And if yes,
it's basically that for those two stories I just told you. Yeah.
So psychedelics.
And psychedelics. Yeah, that's when I've really connected with the spirits. Yeah, before that, when I went to like Christian church as a kid, I never connected with anything. Fuck that.
What's interesting is
I was like, this shit is retarded, and these kids are weird.
When I was a kid, I had a charismatic experience at a charismatic conference when I was like 12 years old. 12, 13. A
charismatic 14. Conference?
Yeah, so it's this thing that like it's this group celebration where they induce sort of
charisma?
No, they induce sort of through group singing and group whatever. For whatever reason, man, it's a phenomenon in the world. You can research this. What's the name of it? There's like a Latin name for it, basically. But basically, it's this idea that you go into shroom-like states for like a 15-minute clip, basically. It happened to me when
you're singing with a group of people.
It's a weird thing. And then
that makes sense.
And then for like a 15-minute clip, right? And you start like weeping uncontrollably. I didn't experience it until shrooms later on in life. The same thing where I was like, oh, that's the thing that happened. And it's this thing where you to be honest, I was 12 years old and it was this charismatic conference. You were singing, and all of a sudden I started weeping uncontrollably, but it was like a happy weeping, and I felt just good all over my body, and it felt like the inside of my chest, like my soul opened up.
Oh yeah,
and it was it was very
that happened to me a week ago on acid.
Dude,
that is such no. That happens to me sometimes with movies too. You ever like hear or like beautiful music?
Okay.
Yeah, like
but this I totally get that. I totally get that. Yeah,
is that the same type of thing?
It is that same type of thing, but this thing was in like a higher vibration, uncontrollable type of way. Where I had no control over stopping it for the quick 15 minutes that I was in.
Yeah,
I was like in.
That was the same thing that happened on mushrooms.
Yeah, but for much longer because it's mushrooms.
Well,
right?
yeah, exactly. No, I definitely know that feeling. See, but that just happens to me like naturally sometimes. Yeah, just fucking like if I like connect with like a piece of art, basically.
Okay, yeah.
And then it just brings me into the moment where I'm just connecting with like
the
idea that I'm here and like I'm just alive like in this body. And then
I know the exact experience you're talking about. Yeah. And imagine that experience, but like times 1,000. But it is that experience. That experience. It's just down that rabbit hole, the rabbit hole of that experience.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like that.
How the
experience
fuck did you end up at that thing? The charisma conference.
The charismatic
sounds like
conference,
some cult shit.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I grew up Catholic, and it was just some cult shit. Yeah,
it's just some cult shit.
Yeah, just some cult
Catholics are chill, dude.
No, Catholics are cool, but it was just it was it's religion,
you know.
So
really.
it's definitely some cult shit.
No, they definitely had that at the Christian church that I went to. Well, yeah, everyone would start singing, and then they're all like, "Oh yeah, Jesus Christ," and then they're all. But yeah, then people get really into it. But yeah, I don't think that's not what happened at that. What was it? Was it Jesus music?
Yeah, it was
but you guys were all dancing together, and you just like felt connected with the group.
They kind of told you that something miraculous might happen, so there's got to be some power. There's got to be some power suggestion.
They sort of suggested it too.
There's got to be some power suggestion at play, and you know what it is? It's like a broken clock is still right twice a day. So if you're a religion, you find out tricks and you exploit these tricks. You don't know what these tricks do. You just know that if you suggest to people that something strange might happen, and then you sing for a while and you say something strange might happen tonight, the power of suggestion kind of does take over. It induces these.
Then you make a ton of money.
One thing that's interesting with religion is that they ask for donations.
Yeah, definitely. And well, that's why my dad always was like, I hate religion because, like, why the fuck you got to pay for that shit?
Well, what I mean is if they
get that.
Here's what I'm getting at. Let's say they asked you for $50. Let's say they go, hey, I'll give you the secret to happiness for $50. Okay? Then you'd pay the $50, and then if they didn't give you the secret of happiness, you wouldn't give them another $50. But if they say, hey, it's free, you'll eventually get the secret of happiness. Just hang out. Oh, by the way, do you have anything to donate?
Also,
now
they shake if you want to donate, you would like it.
Yeah.
That would help.
They kind of could say, by the way. And then because of that, it shakes a lot more money out of you.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. No, it's a good scheme. That's definitely a good scheme.
It's really con. If they told you, hey, give me $50 and I'll give you the secret to happiness, you give the $50 once, and then they go, oh, and then it would fall apart
exactly. Then they would be fucked because, like, you would be like, I want a refund.
So they go,
you don't have the secret to happiness, you fucking con.
They go, this might eventually happen. It does happen to a lot of people. People do find happiness here. Stick around. Oh, by the way, do you have anything to contribute to the electric bill? That's really kind of it, you know?
Damn, I should do that with comedy shows. Just be like, yo, you might want to hang out here. It's pretty sick. We have the answers.
They get donations.
Also, donations.
They do.
Give us some. Yeah, it's free to hang out. You're going to have a good time and laugh your ass off. Yeah. But also, give me some fucking money. If you,
Now here's the thing. Next question.
What do you got here?
This question. Do you believe in love? If yes, what is that?
Love.
And
do I believe in love? Do you believe in life after love? Well, I guess love is cool. I guess I believe in it. Yeah. What kind of, like, falling in love or like loving your family?
I think it's just one of these abstract words. That's why I asked.
Yeah, it's very abstract. It can go on for a while.
That's why I kind of ask it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm carrying the podcast right now, dude.
It's that I kind of struggle with because it is such an abstract thing.
Right, it is.
I think I believe in love because I love stand-up comedy, but that's kind of about it.
Exactly. I'm more in love with doing jokes than any broad in my life. Yeah. Well, they're not in love with me either, though, so I can't really speak on that. I don't know. I wish I was in love. That would be cool. I love my family. I love my friends. They're cool. I don't know. I love the women that I have sex with, but they don't love me. Well, they're not in love. Yeah, I guess they love me, but they're not in love with me.
So you wish you could make a connection.
I wish I was. I could actually be like, I'm in love with a lady. But they use me for my penis, and it makes me angry.
It does, huh?
I'm like, what the hell, dude? I'm more than that. I could talk about God for like 20 minutes.
Right?
What the fuck, bitch? Yeah. But she doesn't want to hear that, you know? Well, because that's not even what I'm saying on the date. I'm just being Mr. Fun, Mr. Charisma. I'm giving her a spiritual experience. You know? I'm like, something special might happen.
Yeah, I got it.
And then we sleep together, and then she's like, and then she just doesn't want to, like, you know? She's like, this guy is a loser.
So you think she sniffs that right away?
I think women want to fall in love with a guy that has a good job, which is really which is really what like makes me not believe in falling in love in a way, because it's like, I guess but I guess I would just fall in love with any hot chick that is in love with me, you know?
Yeah, some truth to that sometimes.
In a way, no.
Yeah.
No, ideally, I guess love, if I was in love, I would be in love with a chick that I like to talk to, you know?
Yeah.
And we like to hook up and stuff, and it's super cool. But see, I can never find both of those, you know. But see, then I'm creating like an idyllic version of love.
I've had that where I've loved spending time with a woman and I love making love to
but then
woman.
people, they're like, I'm in love, but they're really just settling. They're really just going like, this is the best I can do. And then they just are like,
oh, not me, man. Every lady I've ever dated, man, has been top tier, dude.
Fuck
top
yeah,
tier.
dude. Fire.
Seriously. Like I've never sacrificed once.
Hell
never.
Yeah, dude. That's sick. That's why I've never seen you with a lady, bro. I'm sorry, Joe. I didn't mean to go at you on your own podcast.
That was actually a brilliant moment. I'm clipping that for sure. That was a brilliant moment. That was so good. That was such a good comeback.
No, I'll go with some ugly chicks. I don't care. So hit me up, ladies. If you think you might have a shot with me, you probably do. All right, no, actually, not any lady. You know.
All right, next question. Is there anyone you hate? And you don't have to name the person.
Jared Schwartz. No,
Jared Schwartz. Is there anyone you hate?
I love that guy. I love it.
So is there any? You don't have to name the name of the person, but is there anyone you hate?
No, not really. I guess I mean, some people really annoy me. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, like the women that don't hit me back up.
Okay.
After we sleep together and make a great connection. But I guess I might have said something bad, you know?
Okay.
But I don't really hate them. Yeah, I can't really, like, for me, it's hard to hold hate on anybody. Even, like, if I don't like what they did, I let go of it pretty fucking quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But I'll be like, I hate that action that they took.
Okay.
But, yeah, no, I guess I hate child molesters and, like, rapists. But,
that is natural hate evil. But I guess I'm looking for... Do you hate
specific people? Donald Trump. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. I love that guy.
Because everyone experiences hatred of evil. But the question is
I'm trying to think of
do you hate a specific... But it's okay if you don't. It's okay if you don't.
That's I hate my fucking grandma.
I hate specific people. That's why
I hate my grandma.
You do?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
But I love her, too. It's like we have a very love-hate relationship.
Got it.
But, yeah.
Okay.
I lived with her in California for a little bit before this, but yeah, she's
so there's some bitterness there.
Yeah, exactly. But we're very similar. Like we can go back and forth. We like when we talk shit, you know. She's like a very smart lady, and we go back and forth and stuff. But like, I probably shouldn't be like arguing with a 70-year-old lady. You know, I feel bad.
Oh, yeah.
Now that I'm saying that, I'm like, I hate my grandma. She's just like a little old lady. But she is a crotchety old bitch, you know? So she kind of has it coming.
Right.
You should be nice to people. Sometimes I wish I had a grandma that would just bake me cookies, you know? What the fuck is... I mean, this lady... But she hits... That's her way of showing love, though, you know?
Okay.
She hits me with passive-aggressive, you know, shitting on me, like, you're a loser, all this shit, type of shit, you know?
She does?
Yeah, she loves it.
Really?
Yeah, she loves negativity.
Fair enough.
But that's her way of showing love. It's crazy.
You don't think she wants to kind of hold you prisoner with that a little bit? That's what I kind of feel with the people in my life.
They want to hold you prisoner? What do you mean?
Yeah, a little bit. They kind of want to hold you down a little bit to make sure you don't rise up enough to basically kind of eclipse them.
Oh, yeah. I guess. Yeah, no.
There's
my grandma is actually super cool about that. My dad is more like, my dad's not really like that as much anymore, but yeah, they were more like that at first with the comedy thing where they're like, my dad in his ideal world, I would just take over the family business and be a landscaper, you know? And it's like, to me, if I did that, I would be, being a loser and settling. So
my family was very much against the comedy, but now I feel they kind of see that it's done me well in life, and it's provided a living for me in the sense of speaking in front of people.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I guess if I had more to show for it. But yeah, they are like, you should stop following your shitty dream because you're back in California because it didn't work out.
But you're here now.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm back in black. No, I'm kidding. I'm not black. That's why I got kicked out of the bar earlier.
A black couple got angry at Juan.
They got really mad at me. It was fucking this dude. Fuck you, Shy. I'm done with this guy.
Oh, is that your boy there?
Yeah, he's my boy, dude.
Yeah.
But he loves to tell me that I'm fucking racist, and I'm not racist.
No, you're not. No, exactly. He was just trying to flex in front of that.
Exactly. Whatever.
That's
what women do, dude. Women.
Yeah. He's just trying to flex.
It's not him. It's that. It was that girl making him do that.
Yeah, he's just trying to flex.
He's trying to be cool. Anyways.
All right, last question.
What
is enough for you? What's enough?
Enough? 6 inches. Did somebody already do that joke?
No.
Hell yeah. All right. I don't feel like it's much of a hack now. Enough, I guess. What do you mean, in life?
Yeah.
Enough would be, I guess making a living, being funny.
Yeah.
And then yeah, just having like a nice wife, The problems that I had before with the love thing, if I could just solve those, I think that would be enough. And the money things. So if I could solve the love and the money things, I think that would be enough. And then, yeah, I could really just enjoy my life. I'd have free time. I'd be able to have parties.
Okay.
I'd invite all you guys over to my house, to my cool house.
Yeah.
And I'd fucking be chilling there. But still, yeah, I probably wouldn't want a wife if I was doing that,
Okay.
I would want to be Mr. Cool,
Yeah.
See, it's weird. Yeah, you got to have a balance. But yeah, I don't know. I think that would be enough. Or yeah, or to do that for a while. To just like, enough would be like to be a cool guy where like I got enough money to do whatever I want. I'm bachelor for like the next 10 years.
Right.
And then I settle down, have a family, I'm still doing stand up, crushing it.
Yeah.
Doing the podcast. That would be enough, if I could just do all of that. Anything more, I guess, and $1 million, couple mil.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't need to be like a billionaire. That's a little much. That's excessive, but that's too much. Enough is like a couple million, super hot wife. I've lived the life of a cool single guy forever.
Yeah.
I make money from stand up. I have a lot of friends. People aren't, too annoyed by me.
Yeah.
Because, sometimes they get too annoyed by me right now.
Yeah.
So I got to balance that a little bit. I think the money will help.
Fair enough.
If I have money, people will be like, oh, yeah, he's not annoying. Yeah, when you have money, you're not annoying. You're just eccentric, Sure. They're like, yeah.
He's Andy Dick.
Yeah.
Start Andy Dick.
Yeah, I'm like Andy Dick.
Well, some people think he's annoying probably at this point, but I think he's a genius. I really do.
I love Andy Dick.
Oh, he's the best.
He's fucking great. Anyways, now we're just sucking Andy Dick's dick.
Right.
Andy Dick's dick.
Yeah, dude. I think
that was fun, dude.
Yeah.
I think we really covered a lot of ground. How much time did we do?
We did 49 minutes, man.
Jesus Christ. This is supposed to be a half-hour thing?
It's supposed to be about a half-hour thing, but an hour's fine.
Oh, yeah, you got me going. I thought we had,
No, this is great, dude. I'm so happy,
man.
Dude. This is
Definitely.
so clippable.
This is so clippable, dude.
So clippable, dude. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I love this, dude.
You guys fucking rule. Subscribe to Joe. Joe is fucking the future. He's gonna be the janitor in a movie someday.
Yeah. In
a Miramax film.
Hopefully I will be the janitor in a Hollywood movie someday. Hopefully.
Hell yeah.
Hopefully. This has been the Waiting for Death podcast with Joe
you guys
Camerota.
So much.
And the Waiting for Death podcast with Joe Camerota. And my guest today, Juan Medrano, everybody.
Thank you guys so much. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Juan Medrano 666.
Fuck yeah.
Follow Joe too. Thank you.
Joe Camerota on all of it. Also, one more thing. A recommendation of a piece of art. Could be a song, could be a TV show, could be a play, could be an article. Just something that resonated with you that you want to recommend to the world.
So What by Jerry Garcia and David Grisman.
Cool.
Cover of Miles Davis. Great bluegrass jams.
Okay. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, that's my vibe, guys.
Hell yeah.
Enjoy.
Signing off, Joe Camerota and Juan Medrano. Woo!
Peace out. Cue the music.